Friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another energy reading. This is going to be for fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm an Aries sun. There we go. We're going to tune into what we need to know today. So sun, moon, rising. If you have a fire sign, then this could be for you. I like to always watch my sun, moon, and rising because I always get something out of each of them. So the way this works, if you have not already watched an energy reading from me, is that I'm consciously channeling. So we have the guides all here, and I am repeating what I am hearing and what I'm seeing, and then pulling cards. And that's how we get the messages that we need for today. So fire signs, what do we need to know right now? So the first thing they're saying is new beginnings. There's a lot of new, fresh energy coming in. I feel like this is about being open to new people, new opportunities, new experiences. I feel like you've really been taking stock in your life of what's serving me, what's not. And I feel like you're really ready for a fresh start. I feel like you have felt wobbly for a while. Like I feel like for a while it's kind of felt like, I know this isn't working, but I'm still kind of attached to the old things, the old people, the old ways of doing things. And it can take time for us to sort through our emotions around actually releasing, letting things go. And there can be a grieving process of realizing that things that served us before aren't necessarily serving us now, aren't necessarily aligned with where we are headed. Maybe they were before, but now that our desires have shifted, our relationships have shifted, we've shifted, things that are in resonance for us now are not going to be in resonance for us moving forward. And that's a thing that's really important to realize. Like if you are actually raising your vibration, then the things that resonated with you before will not resonate for you anymore. That is just part of it in terms of frequency, and that's something important to realize. It's just a natural part of it. It's a graduation. So I feel like you are finally ready for the new start, the new beginning. There's been an energetic shift that is available for you right now, and the main way to really unlock that is to focus on your fire, focus on your passion, focus on your creativity, focus on your joy. That is really what makes you the most magnetic version of you. And I feel like because things were feeling wobbly and rocky for a while, you kind of like lost some of your, you're always magnetic, right? But you kind of lost some of your magnetism, like that spice, that fire that makes people really love you. And the thing is, they don't even care about what you're doing, what you're saying. People come to you for your energy. They come to you for your spice, for your charisma, for your creativity, just like for that energy of that person is so lit up, and they do the damn thing. And with these new experiences, new opportunities, there's this balance of the energy, to be more specific, is something's going to come through for you that's going to feel like a yes, love that, and then you take the lead and you innovate and you shift it and you make it your own, and the energy is like you get to do it your own way. I feel like you've just been I feel like maybe you've been hard on yourself, thinking that you're doing something wrong or wasn't good enough or whatever. And the problem was, they're saying like for some of you, the problem was a timing piece. And the other thing was like, it wasn't resonate. So as much as you tried, it wasn't going to fully work. And so that's why there are these new doors that are opening up. And when it's the right one, you're like, okay, I'm going to take that, go with it, and innovate it and shift it and change it. And remember that people really love you and admire you for your leadership energy. And so this is about reconnecting with that. And often it's this reconnection with our creativity and our passions that kind of like light that spark again, where we remember that we are natural leaders. And so it's starting to lean into that. But remember that you're here to do things in ways that other people haven't done. And you're going to go first. You're going to go first. And not everybody's going to like the way you do it, because people are so comfortable with what's familiar, and they're comfortable with the way it's been done before. And so when you innovate, when you shift, when you step into a new opportunity, when you take the leap, because your natural energy is like, when it's a yes, I'm going to go for this. And then you take a leap, and other people get uncomfortable because they're projecting onto you how they would feel in that situation. They're projecting onto you, well, I wouldn't be brave enough to do that, or that's scary, or aren't you worried that's not going to work out? And just noticing where other people are projecting all of their fears onto you. And then when you're starting to feel like, oh my God, am I doing something wrong? You're not. Like, you're going to be the one that takes the leap first and does it differently. And like, don't adjust yourself for other people's comfort. But it's like a lot of people are really afraid of new things. They're afraid of new beginnings. They're more comfortable with what they've known. And so when you switch up your friend group, or you decide to move across the country or to a different country, or you decide to tear down your whole career or business and do something different. You decide to leave your career and go into entrepreneurship, or you decide to tear down the current business you've built and, you know, build another, whatever it is. And other people are going to have their own judgments and comments, and that's just about them and how they would feel in their own lives. It doesn't have to be true for you. So just, you know, don't take that on, and recognize that you might, they're saying like you might ruffle some feathers as you really take these opportunities. And there is an energy of jealousy, like, to be honest, and that's actually going to be really valuable for you to recognize. Like, when you get a really great opportunity, because a good opportunity is going to come in for you, I feel like quite a few. I feel like in different areas of your life, it's like, oh, I reconnect with my passion, my creativity, my joy. And then all of a sudden this drops in and this drops in and this is going really well. And I feel like other people are going to see that, and something might be said, or you're going to pick up on this person is jealous. And that is important for you to know, because if you have jealous people in your field, are they really aligned, right? Because people who really love you, like, jealousy is not how they show up. It's, whoa, I'm so excited for you. Like, your success is my success. It's genuinely supportive. It is abundance mindset. And so I feel like what you've been feeling, some of the friction and what's really going to come to the surface as these new opportunities come in, is where there are people in your reality that are still anchored into scarcity, like just scarcity mindset and more competitive, and there's not enough room for everybody. And this is important for you, because for you to really step into your next level, you need to fortify your energy field, and everybody in your field needs to feel so solid and aligned and like so supportive of where you're headed, and genuinely wanting that for you. And you deserve that, because you show up for other people, right? So it's like, really take that fire and go with it. There we go. Start fresh. Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, this is going to trigger people. Ignite your passion. Whew, there we go. Yeah, it's a lot of fresh energy. I think they're saying everything's going to rearrange. It's going to feel like a full 180. Stay positive. Stay positive. And like, here's the thing. There's going to be an opportunity. People are going to get scared and project their stuff onto you. And in that moment, it's like, are you going to fall back into scarcity? Or are you going to know, like, are you going to trust your intuition and your excitement and your joy? And I feel like this opportunity is going to, like, it's connected to that creative side of you, like that inspiration, your passion, whatever makes you passionate and lit up. Like, there's going to be an opportunity for you to step into more of that, the fullness of that. And here's the thing, when you step into that, your light shines so bright, and people are going to get triggered. Like, that's on them if that's how they want to perceive it, right? Because that's a choice of them to see from scarcity instead of abundance, instead of saying like, that is amazing, and I want to, you know, be around this really yummy, magnetic, juicy energy. It's all perception. Okay, what else do we need to know? All of our fire signs. They're just saying, when the opportunity comes, when you're feeling so lit up and passionate about, notice, who is it that you trust that with? This came up on a podcast that I recorded recently with my friend Brianna, and she was talking about, you know, like how in the last year she was thinking about, who can I celebrate my wins with? And it's such an important conversation, because you start to realize, like, you start to notice, who do I bond with over when I'm struggling? They're happy to be there for me because they feel more comfortable when I'm struggling. Versus who do I know I feel safe to celebrate my successes with and my wins with? Like, who is it that you want to tell, and who is it that genuinely shows up with support and love and excitement for you when that happens? You know, I will say, I'm going to have to rewatch this because I'm in channel mode, but I've recently made a number of huge leaps in my business and my life, and I've had some huge things drop in. And I have realized there are certain people in my field where I'm like, I'm not going to tell them, because I already know that they're going to look for a hole in it, and I already know this is a full yes for me. And that has been very telling for me of like, I'm not, you know, is that really something that I want to give my energy to? Risk, birth and rebirth, fresh beginnings. The dragon, power, strength. And I love this. Like, really work, if you like to, like, you know, work in the energy field, working with your dragon energy, working with that power, that strength. I feel like you kind of might have built up some anger, resentment, frustration, because It's because of where you have been meeting other people at their scarcity or their smallness to make them feel more comfortable. And that's so out of alignment with who you are, where it literally was like, I'm going to keep pouring water on my fire so somebody else doesn't get too hot. It's like, well, if you're fire, don't come near me if you don't want to heat up. You know what I'm saying? So, this is about, it's like you like get snapped awake. Like, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to take this leap. And this is the risk. The risk is going to pay off for you. The risk is going to pay off for you. Okay, what else do we need to know? There's somebody, it's really important. Like, notice who shows up. I feel that there are people in your field who don't have the best intentions. I'm sorry. There just are. And like, they got to get cleared out. They got to get cleared out, is the big energy. So noticing how people respond and how they show up. Okay. Cat spirit, claim your independence. It's so funny. We're just talking this weekend about how I'm a cat. Dogs hate me. Not all dogs, but dogs that like cats like me. Dogs that don't like cats hate me. And dogs will just chase me, like randomly. It's so weird because usually animals like spiritual people. A lot of dogs just do not like me. I'm a big cat lady. I've always been a cat lady. Lots of cats growing up. And I always joke, I'm like, dogs don't like me because when I walk down the street, they think I'm a cat. Anyway, I feel like I was supposed to say that. But it is about the energy of, independence once again. And where, again, this is like, where have I been choosing? Because I'm feeling the energy from other people. I'm feeling other people's discomfort. I'm feeling where other people are uncomfortable with me being big and bright and bold. And so I learned to make myself small or package it in a different way so they feel more comfortable. And it's like, that is where you lost your spice. That is where you lost your creativity. You know what I've learned about my spiciness? It's funny because the same thing that people love about me is also often what they hate about me. And I've had to learn to just be okay with that, right? Because people will come to me because they're like, I need to talk to you because I know you're just going to be blunt, direct, straightforward, honest. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But then that same thing is also often what they don't like about me. I'm like, that's just the way it is. So, okay, flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. Because that's where you're at right now, right? Before a lot of these, like, I'm just seeing like gold mine, like money coming in, opportunity coming in. Hey, do you want to go to this thing? It just feels like something big. I feel like, I don't know what it is about this is so random. They're showing me like, do you want to go on to this yacht party? Like a boat party, something like a boat party. Noticing where that comes up, or that might be on a movie you watch or a TV, like there's a sign within that. But this in-between state is where you're at right before everything drops in. And that's where the staying positive energy comes in of like, if you're feeling frustrated or like it's not working, it's about to drop in, and all you have to do is light your fire, illuminate your inner fire and creativity for it to come in. And this in-between space right now is where you get to decide. If you already know that you're about to manifest something huge and there's going to be new opportunities coming in, right now you decide in between, in the void, in the white space, how am I showing up to be a vibrational match for that? If I know that how I show up right now is basically me deciding what frequency am I calling in, and I get to call in whatever I want because it's going to be big. And it's like, how willing are you to be bold, to be bright? How willing are you to choose your joy and your excitement and your greatness, if that means that other people aren't going to like it or be totally comfortable with it? Because that's just about them. That's just about them. And that's just where we're still in scarcity mindset. So I will, I feel good about that. Anything else that our fire signs need to know right now? The people who love you will genuinely support you, and you're going to feel that. And there's an opportunity right now to really rewrite some childhood wounds. I feel like there's been some stuff in childhood, whether this is with parents or siblings or friends, of where you learned, like, I don't want to be too much because I know I make people uncomfortable. And so you're kind of dulling yourself down. But it's like when we're always trying to dim the light a little bit so other people feel comfortable, like, that's actually exhausting because it's out of alignment with who you naturally are. Right. And I mean, you got a big mission. There's big things coming in. There's big opportunities. And these opportunities are for the highest and best of not only you, but everybody around you. And sometimes we have to be willing to make the decision to serve far more people, even if it means letting certain people down in the moment. And that's usually just because they've decided that they want us to show up the way that they know versus what's possible, which is going to be better for everybody involved. And so this is about honoring your truth and honoring your passion. And I feel like you're tired. You're going to have physical exhaustion from living for other people and their expectations. And so don't play small anymore. But new opportunities are going to come in. And with that is going to be revelations around who's really in your corner and who's not. And it's time for you to feel like really fully supported in your bigness, in your boldness, in your greatness. And this might mean some tough, decisions or realizations, but you're ready because it just has felt wonky and it's really not working, like being in the illusion. It's tiring for you. But with this, it feels like opening up collaboration for a lot of people. A lot of people want to come in who can actually support you in the way that you desire to be supported. But we have to clear out the energy vampires, the people who are, it's like a secretive energy. It's like, oh, I'm pretending like I'm really happy for you, but I'm actually just like not wishing you good energy. We don't need that. You can trust your intuition on that one. Focus your energy, attention, and time on people who see your light, who see your magic, who honor that, and who are genuinely in abundance mindset. It's the time to choose abundance mindset. There is more than enough for everybody. There really is. And so are you living that? And this is going to be where you're realizing, wait, where have I been unintentionally living in scarcity as well? So big realizations around support, who's really in your corner, where you maybe have kind of lost some of your passion and creativity, and really choosing yourself and letting yourself be in this fresh new energy, because things are really going to transform quickly and it just feels like hit the ground running. So that's what I have for you today. Fire signs, sun, moon, rising. If you enjoyed this and it resonates, definitely leave a comment below. I love reading the comments, so thank you so much for those, and hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy it. Maybe send this to somebody you know if they are a fire sign and you think they would like it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you never miss a future video. Thank you again so much for tuning in. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you next time.